questions do we have from the audience? In the first, second row there.
All right, thank you. My name is Ed Levine. I'm directing my question mostly at Mr. Lund from George Mason. Recently, the Attorney General, Ken Cuccinelli, just came out with a UVA opinion about carry on campus, which he made the opinion that it's instead of policy, if it's changed to administrative code, it's enforceable like by law, like George Mason. So therefore, he basically told UVA and every other college campus in Virginia, if you change your policy to administrative code, that you can now ban guns on campus in the buildings. And while we're not quite where Maryland is and carrying, we certainly in Virginia seems a lot closer that we are to concealed carry on campus. So how, when I asked the Attorney General how to repair that, he says you had to fix it at the General Assembly legislatively, and I wanted to see if there's any thoughts that you have that can accelerate that process.
I agree that he's probably right as a practical matter. You have to get the General Assembly to change it. Technically, you could get the Board of Visitors of each university to change these rules because these are not statewide rules. They're adopted by each university. And if you had, how can I say this diplomatically, people with a different kind of mind on the boards of visitors, they can simply change those rules and allow carry on campus. And in fact, at George Mason, for example, they've got some kind of Byzantine rules, but on most of the campus, you can carry openly at George Mason. They ban carrying concealed weapons, and they ban in certain buildings and so on. But on part of the campus, you can carry openly, and they could simply get rid of all these silly rules.
Carry openly and concealed, because I'm not a student.
Well, yeah, but right. But if you're found to be carrying concealed, they can order you to leave the campus and stop bringing it on. They have that ability. They just not very likely to catch you, but they can order you to stop, and if you come back with your gun, then you can be charged as a trespasser. The other thing you could do is hope that the Virginia Supreme Court changes its mind. There was unfortunately what I thought was a very ill-advised lawsuit brought against George Mason, which got shot down in the Virginia Supreme Court. So maybe if some better lawsuits were brought, maybe the Virginia Supreme Court would change its mind. I don't think that's very likely, but it's possible. And ultimately, the federal courts, if they ever interpreted the Second Amendment correctly, could get rid of the whole silly business. But again, I don't think it's very likely.
Okay, we have time for about